Good day, fellas. Today is the 12th day of this account, and today a new event has started. So if we look at the limit events, we can see that there are a various of new events again. And this main event this time is the Spring of Spirit and the Spring of Pegasus event. And if you look at the rewards, you can see that in the Spring of Spirit event, there are mostly Source of Life and Pegasus coins. And the final reward will be a specific hero and a few sacred emblems. As for the Spring of Pegasus event, there are really good rewards in here. If you don't have accumulated enough coins, I suggest to at least always go for the 20-point reward, because there's always a fully upgraded green artifact in here. And this one will help you to upgrade your future artifacts or just to obtain yet another artifact to use for in battle. The Spring of Pegasus event can be completed once. As for the Spring of Spirit event, can be completed 7 times. If we look at the Spring of Spirit, then we can see that we can do a 10 spin for 8 coins. Therefore, the only logical thing to do is to accumulate all those points by spinning always for 8. This way you can save a lot of Spring of Spirit coins, and this way you can get even more rewards. Obviously, with this account I don't have any coins yet to use, therefore I'm just gonna skip these 2 events this time. What I want to do is in this one, as I said, to get the artifact, and I will do the Icefield adventure. The Icefield adventure is an event with like a minigame basically. You can buy additional pickaxe, the materials you'll need to progress further in there, the ice axe, for diamonds, for crystals. Usually I would consider buying all the chests except for the 3 lowest ones, because those will allow you to get up to floor 8, and then you will get a hero stone. I will show you this one in just a second. If we start the Icefield adventure, we have to choose a hero first. These have different skills. You can click at the skills below to see what they can do. Obviously there are different strategies for Icefield adventure. Mostly I'm just gonna go for Umbro Blade Eugene, because if you look at his skill, then you can see break all ice blocks in the column of current area, and he only needs 32 mana for it. What does that mean? So I'm just gonna go start with him. We have 6 ice eggs for each day as free rewards, as free login rewards basically. And our goal is to find a portal, an exit, just to get to the 2nd floor. Other things in here are the relics. If you click on this one, you can find a valuable item, a big item on the field. You can get double rewards. So basically, if you have clicked on this one and one of these tiles is highlighted, then it's smart to collect a double just to get the reward valuable item twice. And there are mana crystals which you can collect to increase your mana as well. So for each step you go, your mana increases for 1, and if you find a mana crystal, this one will give you additional mana as well, like 2 or 4 sometimes. There are even some tiles with ice eggs as rewards. Maybe we will find some in the here as well. Now, if you look on the left side, then we can see different rewards. For each floor you clear, you get these rewards, and you can check them up here on the present as well. And with all the ice axe boxes, chests, which I have shown you before, I'm usually able to get to floor 8, so to get this one as well. But I'm only doing that if I have enough crystals and if I want one of those heroes. As we can see, I've uncovered another ice axe, which is really nice. And I'm just gonna go through all those places. Now we have a 2 times button here. I'll just save this one if I can find one of these relics. and then I will use this double one to get a big reward twice. Okay, so for now we got 2 scrolls, and we got 5 crystals, we got 45, and a few coin. Tomorrow I will go 6 more tiles, and so on, until the last day, where I will hopefully get these crystals for clearing floor 2. Now, what I'm always doing, I'm always keeping the furthermost right row uncleared. So when I have 31 mana, I'm just gonna go 1 step to the right to get 32, then I'm gonna activate it, and then I'm gonna clear 5 more tiles. This is like the highest reward, because if you have already cleared this one and wanna clear this one, you have to actually move there to activate this effect. Okay, so that's it for the Icefield adventure. Another event that comes with these types of events, always in pair, is the auto loot resource exchange. So basically what that event does, you get free resources in your loot, in your campaign hall. This time those are some cakes, some cupcakes, and then you can use those cupcakes to get some free rewards in here. And you can use your energy crystals, which you get from the monthly events for completing these fully, to convert to those resources to get a few more if you're like really close, for example for Lilith. In these rewards, the one which you can obtain as free-to-play player is always the 4th, and usually this one is a really good reward, like this time the Lilith. She's a really good hero for long term. I would love to get her, but unfortunately for all the lock-in rewards with the cupcakes and the auto loot, I usually get up to 2,000, 200, 400, it varies a bit. So I'm just gonna need 400 of those energy crystals just to get this reward. Therefore, I'm just gonna have to save a few events like this to get this reward in future, whichever hero this one be then. So what I'm gonna use those cupcakes for now, probably those heroic scrolls, because those are my main goal for now, and I want to obtain as many as 2,400 at least before using them again. As for the previous event, which I have shown you in my Tavern quests, I actually managed to get one more 6-star Tavern quest, which I'm gonna claim now. And that leaves me with 10 Souls of Life. If I would have gotten another 7-star Tavern quest, then I would have gotten enough to get a Baldur, which I have already told you would have been really nice, but obviously that's way too lucky. So I'm just gonna save up those Souls of Life for the next event, or maybe even further, because as I said, I want to collect as many Souls of Life as to be able to complete multiple rounds for a really good hero. I have a free attack in my guild raid. Therefore, I'm just gonna swap all my gear for the Ranger. One of the rewards for the 6-star Tavern quest was another green artifact, in this case another warrior. As you can see, my overall damage with 2 attacks is 249 million, therefore securing my first spot in this overall ranking. If you look at the detailed damage, you can see my 5-star Camisas is doing all the damage. As I told you before, he's a really good hero. I'm actually stacking his power with my Malok, my tank obviously, so he doesn't get attacked too much, and my Liraija. Another thing I'm stacking it with is the Academy. So I actually pushed the Assassin Academy really far. I maxed out the crit already, as well as the skill damage. And I'm almost able to max out the crit damage as well. Although Camisas is my only hero that I'm using as for Assassin, this one is already worth it, because I know this will be an investment in the future as well. Alright, so I'm just gonna kill this stage And now I'm going to finish this one probably. Yep. Okay, the next one is Mage. I'm just gonna claim those first. So you get your ranking reward, and if you do the last hit, no matter how big this one is, you get an additional reward. So that's always nice to grab as well. Okay, now I have to switch back to Mage again. Okay, and now I'm gonna use my new guild medals to upgrade this one even further. Okay, this one is almost maxed as well. And I'm just gonna go for the mage attack right now. Another thing I unlocked is the Ancient Ruin. This one is unlocked at level 72. And if you go in here, then you have to choose 3 heroes which fight 10 enemies at a time with the same health. So they don't recover, they just recover with their own skill. And you can use those mysterious medals to buff them. So either revive them with half their HP, or give them full HP, give them half their HP and energy, or give them 20 HP. Mostly I'm using the revive and sometimes the energy replenishment, but in this case I only was able to revive once and died anyway in this stage. So I just skipped from stage 1 to 163, which is really funny in my opinion, because if we look at the newbie training camp, then basically correlating to my level, I should be able to clear stage 10. And I managed to clear stage 163. So how this works is you have always a few types blocked, and you have to make a team of 3 heroes without those races. Optionally, you can use crystals to refresh those types, but this one will be random as well, therefore I'm not recommending this one, and just fight every time as far as you get. So in this case my Balrog is warrior and I wasn't able to progress further because I didn't have my tank in this case. Get various rewards for clearing all the floors, and while fighting through those enemies, every enemy you defeat, you get a different random offer in the Ancient Ruin market. These have 3 different rarities: the normal one, rare and epic. Usually I'm buying the heroic scrolls in the epic section, 10 scrolls for 1250 crystals, or 5 souls of life for 2250 crystals. Usually these epic offers have a much better value than the normal market. An exception are these 5-star heroes. I'm not quite sure why they exist, because this one is like a really bad deal. I wouldn't recommend ever going for those. The rare offers have the same value as the market, and the normal offers have a worse value as the market offers. What I'm always doing, as I said, I'm buying those epic offers for heroic scrolls and souls of life, as well as everything in here that costs gold coins, except these soul stones. So what types of resources are there for gold coins? Sometimes you get magic coins, sometimes you get arena tickets, and sometimes even you get these red soul shards that you need for upgrading your heroes. Alright guys, that's it for today, and I will see you next time when I reach level 80 to unlock the Ghost Rift, and then I'm able to progress further in the newbie training camp event as well.